We all know where I stopped in episode 2. Where Destiny's mother sent her gateman to tell me to come back in 3-day time. Here I come, let us continue. I dressed carefully for my appointment with Destiny's mother. She received me at a little gatehouse. One could see I was being awaited. Her hammock was well fixed, whilst the night watchman's bench was already put in position for me. One glance at her as she approached spoke volume. Her face was very expensive. "Welcome," she began, with a taste of disgust. "I have read your letter and spoke to Destiny," she continues without even giving me a chance to respond to her icy welcome. "He told me you are the school layabout, always hopping into bed with any boy who says hello. Look here, if you think you can scheme your way into my son's life, you had better think again, otherwise, I am ready to." I cut in as loudly as I could with my protestations of innocence, but she then went full blast and practically chased me out of her compound. I cried bitterly all the way home. That night, I made a resolve to tell my parents about my condition. By then I was in 13 weeks of pregnancy. It had become very difficult to get into my school uniform. It was a beat every morning. It was quite a task. How do you tell people who place hope and trust in you that you have let them down before the world? All the same, I had to do it. So I did. My world seemed to crash. My mother cried like I had never seen her to do before. My father became crestfallen. They stopped me from going to school. It was towards the end of the second term of my SS2. When Gozi did not see me in school, she guessed what must have happened. She came visiting. All was silent between us. There was so much to say, and yet we were both tongue-tied. On her face was such pain as I cannot recall seeing before. I felt guilty. I had brought anguish to those who cared for me and wanted the very best for me. The shame that overwhelmed me is difficult to describe. I wish I could just die. The weekend after my parents knew, my father called some of his very close relatives together, and it was agreed that an emissary be sent to Destiny's parents to find out their stand on the issue. The outcome can only be described as further humiliation of my person, except that this time, it became one family against another. The emissary my parents sent said Destiny's mother vehemently rejected the fact that Destiny and I were ever friends. She was said to have yelled that I was out to take advantage of her son. They further reported that after a long and protracted argument, Destiny was sent for. He flatly denied ever having anything to do with me. He was said to have further explained that I was his friend, Connor's girlfriend. Anyway, his father did not buy the story, so he suggested that he would sponsor the cost of terminating the fetus. I really thank you all, my fans, for always being there for me. The story continues in episode 4. Just stay active on this page, Tealak TV. Do not forget to like, comment, and share.